Listen to that purr. I swear, this cat, can tell the voice difference of when I am recording a video, versus, when I'm just talking to someone else, because that is always when she needs attention. Just a moment ago, when I was doing a test recording, making sure that my mic was working, she had to come in and yeah, exactly, start meowing like that for attention. You act like you never get attention at all. Good morning, everybody, or whatever time it is where you are. I have about a half hour before I have a doctor's appointment that I have to go to. And so I thought that I would try to make myself do my vlog without doing the thing I normally do, which is thinking, oh, I have something to do today. Therefore, I can't do anything else before that. And I know I'm not alone in thinking that. A lot of people I know say pretty much the same thing. So I'm just going to stream of consciousness here, which often leads to me either putting long pauses or doing something that I'm really trying to break, which is just saying and a lot. I know that's not the worst thing ever, but that's what I'm trying to do. Just try to fix my speaking a little bit, be a little bit more concise. Um, have a kitty distracting me. She's like staring into my eyes, still purring. Don't know how much of the purring is getting picked up there. Anyway, this morning I go see my mental health doctor. It's been a while since I've gone. I'm really glad that I have the appointment, even though, ironically or not, it's something that I've been stressing and worrying about. But if you have the means to do so, and you feel like you need to, go take care of your health. Most important thing. I have a lot of things I'm trying to do to take care of my health lately, and I don't really know what I'm going to do next, but that is why I'm going to see the doctor to, see what things I can do to improve, which is kind of what I wanted to talk about. If you know me, you know that ADHD and depression and autism have all been things a part of my life for as long as I can remember since I was a child. Normally, I have good workarounds for that. I've done videos here and shorts on, how I manage with those things and how I handle them while I'm working. But I've noticed, especially over the past year or so, a lot of life changes that have really affected this, or that it has really had an effect on itself, rather. So I do web development for a living. Again, if you've watched my videos before, you probably know that. And it's something that I've been doing self employed since 2012. I enjoy being self employed. I enjoy, the freedom that it gives me to do the things I want when I want to. However, one of the really hard things has been it's hard to find clients these days for me. I have had several clients who I already work with that say their businesses have been affected by the rise of AI tools, for instance. I have businesses that have declined doing new things because they have been able to use tools to do a lot of things themselves. And I certainly don't fault them for that. I try to find ways to cut costs and save money in my own business. I have made use of some AI coding tools. I can say that nowadays, for a lot of tasks, they work really well. Um, so, I can't fault my clients for this, but I know it's something that a lot of us are dealing with, which is, what's going on with, with our economy, with the ability to afford things, and the ability to make a living. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I have a lot of ideas, and the problem is that my ADHD brain turns a lot of those ideas into, ideas that I've had for a decade and just sit on and don't act on. I know that I don't do nothing. I try to be productive. I try to do a lot of things, not just for the sake of, hyper productivity, but because I want to feel like I'm accomplishing something in my life. I don't know where that puts me now. What I do know is that I've taken a long, hard look at a lot of these projects, both things that I've started on or things that I've been ruminating on for a while. And I know that I need to diversify my income. I watch a lot of YouTubers who are self employed, mainly artists who talk about, the business of art. And also, I love watching art tutorials. I've been trying to practice drawing a lot more lately because, I I made a bunch of stickers last year and I like them, but I look at them and I see all the many flaws that I have, and I know that I want to improve my abilities and, you know, feel more confident generally. So I have a big list of merch ideas that I'm working on because I plan on doing Artist Alley at least one event this year, but hopefully a few more. I have a premium version of my digital garden plugin that I've been working on lately. So I tidied up the base version a lot a few weeks ago. I felt confident that I could just say, "Hey, go and install this and start using it," to people. And so I want to one start promoting that and certainly show it off more on my own site and not just keep using it as like a testing tool in the background. And I also have a lot of extra ideas that I think, oh, this would be a good part of this. This would be a good part of it, but they felt out of scope of the main plugin. By the way, Digital Garden, it's just like a place to take notes that can live online. Think of it like as a personal wiki. Um, so yeah, I have a lot of ideas that I feel would crowd up the main plugin, and so I've decided to make an additional plugin that could be like a premium one, things that people could choose to get if they want to, but they don't need to. Additional views, additional templates, a few features that I think would be cool, but maybe not everyone would use. What else? I also have some other projects that I've been working on, a few things that I figure could be like SaaS ideas, like software as a service, which, I don't think the ship has sailed on that, but I also don't want to be the person who contributes to the ever growing list of subscriptions that we all have. Part of the problem I have is everything I build or everything I make, I really just want to give away to people because I'm like, well, if I made it, then it can't be that great. It it must just be like a little whatever thing. I know that's not true. Yes, that's my necklace. But imposter syndrome it's a lot. So with my rambling here, what I'm thinking of doing is spending a bit more time making personal videos, not just to ramble, but because I feel like it can help keep me a bit more accountable. And I really want to start connecting with people more like as a community. I say that not just like I want an audience that can watch my videos or something, but I know a lot of people who do creative work who are self employed or who have been feeling some of the same struggles that I have, whether it's financially, physically, mentally, etc. And I want a space where I can connect with more people. And I also want a space that, I can look back on in the future and think, wow, I've been doing this thing for this long, whatever. Basically, I just want to, honestly, I want a record of it. And I want to show myself that, that I don't just stand still all the time. Um, that's where I'm at. I feel like I'm going to try to keep this rambling to the maybe 10 minutes or so it is. She just like gave a big sigh and purr at the same time. um, yeah, I have an appointment and then I'm going to run a few errands. Then I'm going to come home today and I'm going to keep creating. And I hope that you do too. Keep creating, keep doing things because you want to, not just because you have to. Don't let all the stresses of the world right now completely immobilize you. I don't mean not to worry about them, not to focus, not to give them any attention, but I have been in such a rut for a while, just worrying daily, what am I going to do next? How am I going to handle this? How am I going to cover this shortfall from, an additional client not renewing a contract, uh, etc. I hope we figure it out together. And I certainly want to show people what I'm doing, not just, from the hey, look, I've already done all this, I'm amazing. But from the let's figure it out together. Let's make some missteps, let's make some mistakes, and let's learn and grow. So yeah, I know that sounds a bit like woo-woo or something. I don't know. But I hope you join me. And even if you don't, I just hope you continue doing things for yourself, for those around you. Um, just take care of one another like I'm taking care of this sleepy baby who really needs attention. All right. I think that's a good place to stop. Have a wonderful day. See you.